Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Daily Vibration. So, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Kamoy, and we are doing a Daily Vibration for today, 6/27, 2021. All right, now keeping in mind that energy is fluid, which means if you click on this message after the 27th, but the message resonates and vibrates, you want to go ahead and take what you need. You want to leave what you don't and shelf what you don't understand in case you got to circle on back to it, okay? Now, it is listed Sunday, my loves, and we are currently at day number 91 in our journey. We got 9 more days left. Can you believe that? We've been doing this for 91 days, y'all. We got 9 more days left. So, which means that you should not be the same person that you started 91 days out, right? And being, whether it was dealing with some insecurity, whether it was dealing with you being able to accomplish some things, whether it was being able to get more spiritually connected. If you have been putting in the work for the past 91 days, you should definitely be able to see some type of change within you, okay? So now, we currently have the sun position in Cancer, my loves, and we also have the moon position in Aquarius. So as you're listening it today, because of where the positions are, the planets are positioned, I want you to think about what you reflect and revised yesterday, but I also want you to think about the energy of the moon right now, right? Which is all about gifts, your hopes, right? This is also about friendships in this house. So when we're talking about Aquarius's energy, which is also ruled by Uranus, right? We're talking about energy here that is governed by how you operate within groups, by how you operate within your aspirations. This is group communication energy, but it is also about you being authentically who you are, what your purpose is for, why you were here to begin with, right? So that Aquarian energy period with the Uranus energy allows you to really tap into why you're here, not judging yourself and not really putting yourself into anyone's particular box. Okay, that's going to be important for you to recognize as well as to understand, my love. Okay, now let me just say this. Okay, Aquarius also was once ruled, was, if you're studying ancient astrology, you're studying astrology going back to a more ancient or older timeline, before they introduced the planet Uranus, right? We have Aquarius's energy being ruled by Saturn, so that's 10th house energy, right? So you can still think of some of that energy being incorporated. This is where you begin to take action. This is where you begin to look at your status, career. So within this energy, you have the opportunity to take a look really of how you want things to flow as you work towards your goals, but also how you want to go about achieving things, right? I want you to pay attention to, however, how this energy is falling within the sun. So the sun is saying how you're going to go about achieving things within this energy that you're in, right? Wanting to be able to take back your power and owning your shit, right? Is you're going to do that through your feelings. So collectively, the sun is in Cancer. Everybody is feeling energy in the atmosphere. Last month in Gemini season, we were dealing with thinking, the element of thinking, your mind, right? This month in Cancer season, we're dealing with the element of your emotions. And I really can't stress enough how important it is for you to have your emotions in balance. Because if you do not have your emotions in balance, you will become someone else's puppeteer, which means when people trigger you, you will be able to be emotionally puppet based on your trigger. All right, so they'll know exactly what to do to push your buttons. Okay, so you do need to take ownership as you're moving throughout this energy for your own emotions. Do not leave someone else in charge of you getting your emotional aspect of you together. That is going to be important. Okay, so be mindful of that as you're listening it within this beautiful Sunday energy. All right, Sundays is also ruled by the sun. Very loving energy, very, very supportive energy. if you allow that to work in your favor, right? Be mindful of the triple twos in the date today, hypersensitive energy, especially if you are an empath. You want to make sure to protect your energy, okay? Some of you may even feel the energy is sensitive as standing in line, let's say at the grocery store, and someone steps into your personal space, your personal auric field. You'll be able to pick up and feel things like that, and it'll feel awkward to you, so just be mindful of that hypersensitive energy in the atmosphere today. And the sun is in Cancer, so we're talking about hypersensitive energy along with the emotions today. So be mindful of that. We're almost out of the hypersensitive energy. The 29th will be the last hypersensitive aspect until the 2nd of next month, and then when we hit the 20s again of next month, and I think 12, right? So 2nd of July we'll have hypersensitive day, and the 12th of July will be another hypersensitive day, and then we'll have, when it hits July 20th, on the way down to the 29th, we'll have hypersensitive energy operating within those days. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at what the wisdoms are saying. Right now, you guys know that there are 3 ways in which you are able to be programmed or to reprogram yourself. That is through trauma, okay? That is through symbols, and as well as repetition. I said repetition. Now, I want you to be mindful here, right? When you hear me repeat things, it is for a reason. Okay, so here we go. Because I know I do the same thing in pretty much, in all of these daily vibrations. And this is because I want you to get this stuff, okay? So when we are dealing with the elementals, because we're going to be going through the message for the elements, and then you can take from what element which you need. You can take that and move throughout your day with that, right? So we're starting off with the water element. So when you hear me say water energy or the water element, right, that is going to represent Cancer's energy, Scorpio's energy, as well as Pisces energy. But if you're not a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, you can apply that energy to your emotions, to your feelings, okay? That's what water energy is going to represent. Now, when I hop on over to fire energy, which will be Aries energy, Leo's energy, and Sagittarius's energy, what you're going to do is know that you don't have to be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius to tap into that energy, but that will be the element, okay, or the sign, right? The element or the sign that you will be able to take action in, okay? So the fire energy represents action. The water energy represents emotions. So I want you guys to be mindful of that, all right? Now, when we're hopping on over to the earth energy, which is going to be a representation of Taurus, Capricorns, as well as Virgo's energy. That house is going to represent the practical aspect of you, the doing aspect, okay? So you're going to have to physically do things, okay? Now, I also want to preface this, right, in the physical aspect today. I don't really think anybody should be doing something that you're not passionate about, but we'll get into that in a second, okay? Now, when we jump on over to the air element, which is going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you will be able to tap into the aspect of you where you are able to think clearly or not, or focus, pay attention to what you're focusing your energy or giving your mental energy to, right? So we're talking about air energy represents your spiritual and your mental thinking, okay? So you don't have to be a Gemini or a Libra or an Aquarius to tap into the air energy. All right, so that's how we're going to do the breakdowns, because they all have messages. All right, so the water element is telling us today, my lovelies, is popping up with the power card. Right, and the way through anything that you're going through is really to gain control of your emotions, because that's when you can take your power back. If you're responding to things at an emotional level, then you're not operating in your power. So you need to be mindful of that. The message with your emotions, my love, is be mindful of the power that you have that dwells within. Some things don't need a response. Some things don't even need a conversation. Some things do need to have a conversation to clear the air. But you need to be able to tap into yourself and step into your power to learn how to discern, because we're talking about emotions here, right? So you can very well want to have a conversation with someone about something that happened and you feel a sort of way about it. So you want to be able to clear clear the air and get stuff off your chest, right? But at the same time, this person may not feel the same way you feel about something. So you're responsible for your emotions. You can't always think that someone is going to be able to manage your emotions for you. You really don't want people to what's the word I'm looking for? You really don't want people to walk on eggshells around you, right? So own your power. Say what you mean. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you're not sure what to say, you say nothing, right? But it's not okay to verbally just put people down because you are in a mood, all right? Emotionally, take the time to tap into yourself and collect your power, okay, before responding to things. Now, when we hop on over to the fire element, where you would need to take action and trust your intuition, it says victory and success is happening. So whatever you put action to or movement to, you're going to find that you'll be successful in that, okay? Whether that's healing, right? Whether that's exercising, whether that's projecting more love, whether that's operating with more patience, whatever that is, you need to know that you will be successful at that. All right. And that's really contingent on you owning and tapping into the power from the emotional realm. Okay. Now, when you hop on over to the earth energy, which is all about the practicality, the doing aspect, right? The material world. It's saying today, in order for you to really enjoy that aspect of this element, tap into what brings you passion. Ignite your passion. What are you passionate about? Right? I was having a conversation yesterday with the girls, and I was telling them, we should be doing things we're passionate about. The minute that you're doing something that you don't feel passionate about is the minute that when you get into a mood and shit just don't feel right, you don't want to do it. And I can tell you, there are plenty of times that you get up being an entrepreneur where you have to do tasks and things that you don't really have to do, but in order for you to get things done and get things flowing and to set things up, you gotta sit and do it. I'm being honest. And this can go as simple as creating an Instagram account so you can post, honestly speaking, it's on the list, and then you can take a long time to put it on the list, and then you beat yourself up for not putting it on the list. So just know this: things on your list should be things that you are passionate about. Right? Outside of the mundane things that you got to do on a daily basis to make sure your house is in order, outside of those things that must be done for the household to stay in order, you should be doing everything from a place of passion. Even when you do your housework or your laundry, you should be coming from a place of passion and gratitude. Okay? Now, when we hop on over to the air element, which represents your thinking, spiritual elements and thinking, it's saying memories of love. What do you love? Who do you love? Do you love yourself? Are you giving more of yourself than you're getting back? Are you feeling depleted because your love is spread too thinly? Tap into that memories of love. Surrender is what I'm hearing for the code word for this. You're going to have to surrender to some shit. You can't control what other people do or how other people feel, but you can't control what you do, and you can't control how you feel, or at least explore how you feel so you can let that feeling just be released. You do not have to stay stuck in your pain and stay stuck in your mistakes. You do not have to stay confused. I am not saying that this process is not a process and that it happens overnight. For some people, you can get rid of some shit overnight, just depending on how much work you've done and, what you've learned and, maybe some of the things that you've been indoctrinated with, or if you're tapping into, a whole nother spiritual paradigm that you believe in and actually using its principles to help you, you can change some things. But this walk should not be based on a one-sided relationship with spirit, when you show up only when you need help, or you show up to have a conversation with your higher self only when you're having a bad day. You should constantly be having a conversation with your inner self. You should constantly be tapping into the memories of love, not just the memories of love for other people, but the memories of love that dwells within you for you. Gratitude is a perfect way for you to be able to go about doing this. Gratitude. So emotionally today, you need to own your power. You need to take action, knowing that there will be victory and success if you take action, right? Anything that you're manifesting in this physical world, please make sure you're fueling it with an intention of passion, right? You got victory and success, and it says that you will have it, but you just need to be passionate about the things that mean something to you and operate and move in a place of love. Okay? All right, my loves. I appreciate each and every one of you, y'all. You know the deal. Listen, because we talk about this pretty much every day, right? Do not be afraid of the dark. You want to do something kind for yourself. You want to love yourself. You want to honor yourself, okay? And you want to make sure that you protect yourself, protect your energy by watching the hazels, the gargamels, and the energy vampires and the narcissists, okay? All right, talk to you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. You have a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. Bye.